Yo, how's it going, guys? I'm Enrique, and this is Easy Things to Draw again. I'm like I mentioned before in the previous video, I am revamping. Well, not revamping. I'm merging two of my channels, so I'm taking a lot of the older videos from my other Sketch Monster channel, putting them on here, and I'm redubbing them because I was really terrible at talking for some of those videos. I noticed, especially this one. This one I'm showing off the pencil, and I forgot which one it was. A Beryllium. It's just a regular pencil. Who cares? But what I'm doing here, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this kid's drawing and I'm going to revamp it in my own style. Pretty much it. I think this is my cousin's drawing. I can't remember who drew this, but yeah, little kid's drawing. What I really want you to do right now, guys, if you do like this idea, please like this video and let me know in the comments, or do something to indicate you like this idea, because I'm thinking about making this a series, getting kids drawings and redoing them. But I need to know. The only way to know that is to actually get you guys to tell me. So let me know. Also, don't forget to sub and press that little bell so that you can get notifications in the future if you do like, kind of learning different aspects of art and getting good at different aspects of art. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide that into thirds. I don't know why I did that. It's weird watching myself draw like only a few years ago. I'm going to draw, change his proportions completely. I'm going to be drawing more bat ears. I mean, that does kind of have bat ears in that picture, but I want it like big bat ears, because bats tend to have larger ears for their frame. I don't want it to just look like Spock. I want like big ears. Going to the brown, and it's angry. It's not making any furrow though. Kind of furrowing eyes, which is I'm always a fan of. Going in here and the under eyelid, it's kind of has this wrinkly eyelid underneath. Kind of the underlid, kind of like bags under its eyes. I'm guessing it's kind of like a vampire or something. Going in here, pushing up. It's kind of a pinching to that muscle there. Kind of big brow. I like that big brow, kind of very similar to like Piccolo, even though it doesn't really have too big of a brow. I can tell that that's what the picture is indicating, so I'm going to put that in. And again, changing my proportions to kind of the stuff I like. I want it to look more like a real face, so I'm giving it real face proportions, but again, kind of adding in that bat atmosphere. Bridge of the nose, although it's kind of a flat nose. I'm going to draw the open kind of nostrils, like the nostrils are very up, like you can tell there is a bridge, but it's really flat to the face, like Michael Jackson or something. Not completely just making the nostrils lines. I want to kind of connect them, and I'm connecting with like a little bit of half shadow or half tone, you call it. I don't know. Let's check out the mouth. It's making an angry face. There will be furrowing though, kind of where the laugh line is, so I'm gonna just put that in. And I'm going to make it asymmetrical. The reason I want to make it asymmetrical is I don't want it to be just, I don't want you to be able to flip a drawing. I don't want you to be able to split a drawing down the center and then you know, that's it. Like, you know, I don't want it to be too symmetrical. I like having a little bit of change in there. Otherwise, why am I drawing this? You know, like I'm just trying to even it out as much as I possibly can. I don't like that. So I'm gonna be angling it off there. I'm gonna, like, one side's gonna be like, you know, the other side's gonna be a little more relaxed. The gum is gonna show on one side of it. Teeth line along, totally line along the top. You're not gonna be able to see the gum of those, obviously. I really like vampire designs. I think one I really liked, and I know everybody hated, but I really liked the Van Helsing vampire design and the Van Helsing werewolf design. I thought that was really cool. That the Van Helsing movie with Hugh Jackman, which a lot of people did not like, and I don't blame. It's not a good movie, but I like the designs in it. Kind of that furrow as well along the laugh line. Look at your own face for reference as well. And that's not an insult. I'm talking about, look at how your face moves in a mirror. That's why when you look at animators, they tend to have like a mirror next to them so that they can just look at it at any point. You know, you want the realistic movements of a face. Even if it's a cartoony design, you want that kind of realism and the way they express themselves. Sorry, that word. I'm slipping over my own words. Go back into the lower part, lower lip. Filling in, kind of obviously to push the mouth backwards, you know, the inner part of the mouth back. Excuse me, I yawned. I do a lot of stuff late at night. I'm a night owl. I'm a massive night owl. I don't know what it is. I just can't really sleep at night. I'm very productive during the nighttime. Going over here, connecting the head. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Mysterio from Spider-Man, at least in the animated series. The little animated series of Mysterio. Putting that furrowing of the forehead. Continuing to kind of push through this, and I am really, obviously it looks so weird without the ears. I gotta throw those ears in. I'm just want to get the face down, and I've talked about this a lot in the past. I want to get that confidence in the drawing where I can continue and I won't feel weird about it. So I tend to finish off an area sometimes while, you know, backtracking the other way. Go to the ear. The general rule of it should be that you slowly bring up the drawing together so that, let's just say you have to turn it in at some point to a client. They will understand what's going on. And was not doing that here, so I feel bad about that. Going to the ear, giving it a lobe though. For the most part, the good part is that this face is pretty generic, and you can take it in many different directions. You know, I just gave it a really wild earlobe. Didn't put the hole in it though. That's weird because it clearly has. It looks like it has piercings in its earlobe. Going in there, the inner ear, really kind of like fleshing that out. A lot of those edges, though, they turn in a way that it looks just so much better shaded in than it does. Because obviously when you look at this, is a combination, right, of line art and like a tiny bit of shading, like a tiny bit just around around the eyes, you know, kind of around the mouth area. Pushing in there, trying to. Now I really got to even these out to some extent. I mean, I'll still make it a little bit different. It also kind of alleviates the pressure of having to even every single thing out, at least. I like that as well. So to just get rid of that pressure, I just say, well, it's going to be asymmetrical, but in a way that the audience will know it's going to be asymmetrical. I still got to measure this stuff as well, though. Humongo ears. Really humongo ears. Go in there, and I'm trying to hit a lot of the key shapes that make this symmetrical in that way, without being a total slave to it, though. I'm hitting these check marks. So I'm like, next, next, next. Putting a little bit of shading here to kind of ground it. It's looking pretty good so far. I like it. You could almost call this done, to be honest. More or less right now I'm fiddling with stuff, trying to slightly even things out. His right eye and mine looks a little bit inward too much. A little bit, like a smudge and like a little smidge. As you're getting better, you're always going to notice your own mistakes. You know, that's just the way it is. Adding the neck. I want to give him kind of a strong neck to carry those ears. Well, they're probably pretty hollowed out though, the ears. Kind of connecting the nose to the mouth, that nasal area to the mouth. Putting in I believe it's a philtrum, they call it. Going back in, putting a little bit more value along the eyes, causing that, you know, slight shadow onto the eyes. Want them to look a little bit more ominous, kind of give it some dramatic effect. Putting in little details here and there, just picking at it. You're always going to wonder what is missing. You know, you're always going to wonder that. Pushing forward. I might be overworking a little bit. Be warned, the quality is going to change right now. So the quality got a little bit crummier. The reason for that is originally on the original video, I had shrunk this end of the video. So I had to blow it up from that. So I apologize. Throwing in the Adam's apple. I apologize for the quality of the picture of the... yeah, I apologize. And that's pretty much close to the end. I would darken in that mouth more. I just, you know, didn't. Throwing in some key dark points in the eyes to kind of anchor the whole thing. And yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty close to the end. Like I said, guys, I do corrections on people's drawings. If you guys want your drawings corrected, like not corrected, but like I basically go over it with another layer on Photoshop, and I say, hey, this is what you need to work on. You should fix this, fix this, fix this. And then I assess you personally as an artist, and I say, hey, you should do this. And I give you an exercise, usually. But if you guys want to do that, go to my Patreon. My Patreon page is Easy Things to Draw. I think that's my Patreon page. I'll link it in the description. But if not, you can just say high five. Say hi, and we'll just chill. We'll be like whatever. But that's pretty much it. I do appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate people who supported me this long, because I've been looking back at this channel and the other channels, and I've come a long way in four years. And for people who were there like toward the beginning, I really appreciate it. I don't want to fail you guys, and I just want to grow for the people following me. And yeah, that I don't know. That's pretty much it. I'm not really sure what else to say. So I'll talk to you guys later on. See ya.